Hello everyone, Via here. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Kamen Rider Gotchard, DX Gotchard Driver, and Gotchardraw Holder set. So here it is in its package, and you can see this is the bigger combo set that comes with the Gotchard Driver, as well as the Gotchardraw Holder. It includes 9 cards here, which is the amount of cards both of these come with. You can see on the front here, we have 2 of his forms. We have his base form, and we have, I don't remember what this form is called, but this is one of his upgrades that he gets in the show. So that is the front. Up here on the top, you get some instructions on how the driver and Gotchard holder, or Gotchardraw holder, work. On the bottom, just some warnings and Gotchard. On the side, it's a little difficult to see, but we got Gotchard and a picture of the belt again. On this side, we have just the contents of the box here and an advertisement for the trading cards, which we'll take a look at in another video. And on the back, you just have all of your instructions for how everything works, as well as another advertisement for those trading cards and another hint at a form. But that's about it for the box. Let's get it open and see what we have inside. So here is the contents of our package. We have the Gotchard Driver itself, the Gotchardraw Holder, the belt straps, and our little stack of cards here. So we'll go over the belt straps really quick here first, so we can get them off the table. They are nice bright orange. They have these dark metallic connector pieces. This is what the middle holder piece looks like. It has those arrows on it, which I think looks quite nice. And there's the back. You can see it says L and R on it. And it has those same as every other DX belt, the clear buttons here that push in those clear pegs to attach it to the back of the belt like that. So we're going to put these off to the side. We're not going to be using them for the rest of the review. And we'll take a look at the Gotchardraw Holder in a little bit. We're going to go over the belt first. So here it is. I think it's, I didn't like it when I first got it out, when I first saw pictures of it. It's kind of grown on me a little bit though. I don't hate it now. You can see the front here is all just clear plastic with this gold paint detail over the top. And you can see inside of there is a yellow painted double arrow in the middle. Most of it is done in this black plastic with then accents of this really nice clear orange on the sides here and the handles. You can see up here at the top, these are our card slots here. Bottom just continues in that same aesthetic. On the back, it just has the connectors for the belt, the on-off switch right there. And this takes 3 LR44, no, not LR44s, 3 AAA batteries, my fault, to activate. And you can see when you pull on the handles here, it will close in. You'll see those extra arrows in there, and it will cover that up. And that moves the entire card slots in there. Speaking of the card slots, let's take a look at the cards that come included with this set. So we do get 9 cards here. I believe the standard editions come with 5, or the standard belt comes with 5, and the Gotchard holder, Gotchardraw Holder, that's a weird name, comes with 4. So we get 9 total in this box. So this is our first card here. We have Hopper 1. You can see this is the super rare version of Hopper 1, which is very nice hollow foil. I really like the art on these. Oh, and then on the back, you can see the halves of the helmet there, which will show how that works in the belt, but that is what the backs of these cards look like. And you get its pairing steam liner. Another really cool bit of art. I love the effects of like him screeching to a halt. That looks really cool. I like that a lot. This is one of my personal favorites out of the box. This is Odoripa. I really like this one. All of these cards included are super rares, so they all have the same hollow foil on them. I don't know how well it's coming across on the camera. There we go, that's a little bit better. So that's quite nice. You also get Odoripa's partner. Here is the back of Odoripa's card, by the way. Has that helmet shape on there. Odoripa's partner is Kamantis, which is another quite nice one. There's its back. Now, those are the only two pairs that we get in the box. We get Hopper 1 and Steamliner for his base form, and we get Odoripa and Kamantis for this other form. So these are the only two forms that we get in the box. These remaining 4 cards that we get, or 5 cards, are all singles. So they do have pairs. We just don't get them in the box. You're going to have to get those separately in the packs, or they might come with the roleplay toys. So this one is what is that? Dokiri Majin. So Dokiri Majin is pretty cool. It looks like a little magician guy with his cards there. That's pretty neat. This is the back of that card. This is Pirates. So nice little pirate goblin guy right there. That looks pretty neat. And there is the back of his card. Burning Nettle. Yeah, it looks like Burning Nettle. Looks like a little pepper guy with a crown on. That's pretty neat. There's the back of his. Deep Mariner is a submarine. Looking really cool there. And Abare Bushido is a samurai looking guy. And this is the card from that red form that we saw on the box. This is one of the cards for that form. You can see there is the back of the helmet there. So we don't have the pairs for these yet. We will still show the sounds that they make on their own in the belt. So we'll bring that back in. So as I said, to turn this on, there is this switch here on the back. When you turn it on, you get... So it says what it is with those bright white LEDs. And real quick, before we put any cards in there, when you pull the handles open without cards in it, you get that sound effect there. And when you close them, same sound effect. And when you push the handles in, which is used to eject the card, you get this sound. So that's all the noises it makes on its own. Let's bring in some cards. So we'll do Hopper 1 and Steamliner first. So it does not matter which slot you put these in. They will make the same sounds regardless. It'll just depend on what color lights are on what side. So we'll start with Hopper 1. So you can see the orange lights turn on, and you get the arrows going, which looks pretty cool. Let's do Steamliner. So now you get a different standby sound, and you get both the sets of arrows in sync. And when you're ready to transform, you pull the handles out. Henshin. So you get a really cool henshin noise there with the really cool looking rainbow lights going all through it. I love the light effects on this bell. I think they look amazing. And then they turn off after a little bit there. But you can see the two halves of the card form the helmet around Gotchard's face, which is a really cool gimmick. I really like that. So yeah, that was the henshin. And now we can actually do one attack with this belt. So you want to push the handles back in and then pull them back out. So you get a new standby sound, and then when you pull them back out, so you get the fever attack sound with those, again, just really nice LED effects on this. Really appreciate that. I think that looks amazing. So when you want to take the cards out, you push them in all the way, and it will actually cut off the standby sound and eject the cards up a little bit. So it gives you enough room to grab them with your fingers and pull these out. Now we'll do the other form we get in the box, which is Kamantis and Odoripa. Oh. Didn't read there. There we go. Another really cool henshin sound there. I like that a lot. And you can see there is the new helmet formed by this form. I really like that. Same beautiful LEDs there. So let's do our attack. So there you go. Now, if you put in two cards that do not match with each other, so we'll do Hopper 1 and Orodimantis. And sometimes if I put them in too fast, they don't want to read. So you get a generic henshin sound there. And that is the same henshin sound you will get by putting in any cards that do not match with each other. So in this instance, these were two cards that didn't match, but if we put in single cards as well, that is the sound that we will get. And you also have a generic attack sound as well. So you do have to make sure that you have the specific matches for the cards, otherwise you'll get those sounds. So we're going to go through, we're not going to do the full transformation for these ones, we're just going to put them in to show you what the sound is for when you put them in. So this is Dokirimajin. So that was Dokirimajin. Next, Abare Bushido. Next up, Deep Marina. Burning Nero. And lastly, Pirates. So that is the sound that you will get if it doesn't read it, and that just signals you to take it back out and try putting it back in again. So that is all of the noises that you can make right out of the box with this set and the cards that are included. For these 5 here, when we open our trading card boxes and we get the matches for these ones, we'll show off their henshin sounds in that video, which will be linked probably in the description there. So keep an eye out for that in the next couple of days. We'll have that up soon. But as for the belt, that's pretty much all we have to talk about. So let's move on. So this is the Gotchardraw Holder. So this is how Gotchard is storing his cards on his body in the show. You can see this is a wrist-mounted storage device, and the strap, it comes separate in the package, so it comes like this, and you just slide it through like this until it snaps into place. Now, I am an adult, but I do have relatively thin wrists, so I am still able to fit this. I can fit it pretty comfortably on this last loop here, so that fits me fairly comfortably. If you have a slightly bigger wrist, you probably are going to have some trouble getting that on. And it is meant to sit at an angle like this, so it is designed for the left hand. Now, you have this orange button right here. When you push that, it will flip open to reveal 2 card slots there. You can see on the outside here, we have more of that gold paint with some white there as the arrow. But each of these slots has a little spring-loaded guide there to keep the cards in place. Now, this holder is designed or advertised. Sorry, I'm a little burpy today. This is advertised to hold 5 per slot. And it can. You can fit 5 in each slot here for a total of 10. I, however, find that by the time you actually manage 5 in there, so there's 3 pretty comfortably. 4 is decent, but you can feel it kind of being at its limit. And you can shove a 5th one in here, and it does fit. However, to draw it, I find that having 5 in there, you saw it tends to kind of slip out as you try to draw. I tend to prefer leaving 3 in there. I feel like 3 fits it a bit more comfortably, but that's just my personal taste. It does hold 5, and you can close it while there are cards in there. So, and then you can draw them out, and then you can close that up. So it is a pretty fun toy. Not necessary by any means. Had I not bought the set, I might not have bought this on its own. However, I do think it's pretty fun for what it is. It's actually better than I was expecting because it has a little button and a spring to open it. I assumed that it would just be a thing where you have to pull it open. So that is pretty cool. It is a high quality product, just not something I think everybody necessarily needs. But it is pretty cool, especially for role playing, to be able to draw out both cards at once. Because if you, for example, put like Kimantis on this side and Ororipa on this side, you can grab it with your 2 fingers and draw both at once. You can see I dropped it there, but it is possible to draw both at once from the 2 slots, which is pretty cool. So not necessary, but I think pretty fun as well. Pretty nice addition. Plus it gets you more cards for the belt. So yeah, let's move on. So I debated putting this in the video since I did get it, but I wasn't, it didn't really fit, but I also have no other way of talking about this aside from a standalone, which it's not really worth that. This is the DX Oneness Buckle. This was a pre-order bonus item from the Gotchard Driver. So if you pre-ordered it, you were able to get this buckle for your desired driver, a product which I forgot to review at the time, but it is what it is. So this is a raised buckle for the desired driver. You can see it has the rail there. You also get a Gotchard card here, which is designed to slip in right there, and that is the completed look. So real quick, before we show off the noises for this, let's show off the sound that this card makes in the buckle. I believe this does have a match. I want to say this matches with the Gotchard EX card that comes in the Phase 0 box. But I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up, and I'll probably have it on screen to show which one this matches with. This doesn't make any noises with any of the Chemi cards that I currently have, so we're just going to have to show off the name that it says, and then hopefully get another card to match with this in a later video, and we'll show off that noise then. But for now, let's hear what it has to say. So that is the noise that it makes in the belt. I'm sorry that I can't show the full form with this. I would like to, but unfortunately we work with what we have. So let's slip this back in the Oneness Raise Buckle and bring in our desired driver. So here that is. Here this is. We should probably turn this on. Now again, I can't show the full glory of what this form is supposed to look like because you need the Mark 9 buckle, which I don't have. However, the rail system on this one just mutes all of the audio from the desired driver anyway, so it really doesn't matter what other buckle you put in here. This will make the same sounds regardless. All of the sounds come out of this. It has a battery tray on the back here that takes 2 LR44s, and so that is how this works. You actually don't even need to plug this into the belt for it to make the noises. It will do it on its own, but we're going to plug it onto the belt for the sake of showing it off. So you can see it doesn't make any sounds, but it does do that, and you push in on it. Oops. So that's a good example of the problem with the Oneness Raise Buckle. That is not the right sound, because this works on a rotation. It has 4 sounds that it can make, and it just rotates through them. So you can see it was on the wrong one when I did that, but so we'll try this again. So that is the Oneness Raise Buckle, and then you're supposed to click it again to start the standby sound. And put this on. And then you click it again to transform. And we just heard it, but let's hear the attack sound again just for completion. So there's the sounds that it can make in the desired driver. And just for a quick comparison with that, we will put it next to our Gotchard Driver as well. So for the Oneness Raise Buckle, I can't really say I recommend it unless you're a completionist. If you have the Mark 9 buckle and you saw the movie that this is going to appear in, then maybe you'll want this, as it is how you make Geetz's final movie form. So you pretty much will know if you want this just by looking at it. If you don't care about the movie form and you're just you're just looking for a fun raise buckle, I don't think you really need this one. It's not really worth it, in my opinion, unless you got it with the pre-order like I did. I wouldn't spend extra for this unless you really want it. But that's just my recommendation. I've showed you what it can do. So let's clear the table here and we'll get some final thoughts on everything we've talked about today. So the Gotchard Driver, to buy or not to buy. I really like this belt. I think it is a pretty fun belt. It's not my favorite of the Reiwa era or anything, but I think it's pretty fun, especially if you like card collecting. There's a lot of sounds you can get out of this by getting the rest of the cards. So if you're planning on doing that, I definitely recommend it. I think it's a very cool looking belt. The Gotchardraw Holder, I think it's cool for what it is. I don't know if it's going to be worth it to everybody, but I do really like it, and I think if you saw it in the video and thought it looked neat, you'll probably enjoy it as well. So we end off this video with a positive recommendation for this first set from Gotchard. I really liked it. I really enjoy the show so far. I think it's pretty decent rider season. So if you liked this video, please make sure to go down below and like and leave a comment down there telling me what you thought. What do you think about Gotchard so far? I saw a lot of people down on the show when it first started, so let me know in the comments what you think of the show so far. I'll also leave a link in the description to where you can purchase this from Amazon Japan. That is where I bought mine. And also right above that, you'll find links to my social media. So my Twitter and my Instagram will be down there as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.